Morning, YouTube. Stevie here. It is the Wednesday, the 22nd, about 6 o'clock. Getting ready to start rolling, run one of these Michigan loads. Today, this is the plan. So, yesterday I ran one of these and I got down to Indy, just south of Indy. And this place didn't have any empties. Supposed to a drop and hook, they don't have any empties. Which it looks like it's a common problem according to the comments on our app. Other drivers leave comments. And at first I wanted to be mad at JB Hunt for never having empties where I need them. I shouldn't say never, but this is a problem. I don't think it's a problem only for power only. I think it's a problem across their whole business model, because I think the 360 guys face the same trouble as well. So it's not unique to power only. Now in this particular case though, I started to get upset with them, but it really wasn't, at the end of the day, it really wasn't their fault, because these are targets on both ends. So the target on the north end is sending freight down to this target on the south end. Like 3 or 4 days there was these on the board. So, there's that many of them that are moving all the time. Maybe not all the time, but, recently. And so I asked the boy at the guard shack where he does my bills there. I said, I don't have any empties for you. And I said, oh, that's terrible. I said, when do you think you'll have one unloaded? I'd waited for one if it was only going to be a little bit. He said, oh, they ain't even going to start unloading any until tomorrow. Tomorrow? I didn't say this to him, but you got this freight down there. What did you think we were going to do for trailers? You get this. It's not his fault. It's whoever runs that place down there. Maybe, I don't know if they don't have the help or what the deal is. Yeah, so there was at least 3 or 4 guys, JB Hunt guys, that were going to come down there. Now maybe a couple of them have already had been there sooner than me, but no empties. So I wasn't very pleased about that. The fact that they don't run that operation any better to make sure we got empties, knowing they're going to get empties down there. They just don't care, right? They're going to leave the freight on the trailer as an extra 53 foot of storage as far as they're concerned. They don't care about us having to try to find another empty to go about our day. Now, luckily for me, it wasn't a federal case. It wasn't like I had a pickup, 5 minutes down the road in 20 minutes or something where it was going to really muck up my deal. But I did have to go find an empty at this point. I was hoping they'd just let me go up bobtail back up there, since it was, it was targets fall on the south end. But how that it's never going to work quite that good. They want an empty when you come get a full one, so they can put stuff on it. On the north end, they know how this deal works. So I wait a little bit. It wasn't too long. I didn't have to wait too awful long. He said, let me call the, whatever they call the trailer people, where keep track of where all the trailers are at. And he said, let me call them or email them, see what they say. Well, I was wanting to go in there at bobtail, but I knew they was going to find an empty somewhere between Indianapolis and Michigan. Just a matter of where it was at. So about 10-15 minutes later, he sent me an email. And I was doing my 30-minute break. So it really, it didn't really muck me up too much on time. A little bit, but not too much. Well, so he gives me this place over in Plainfield, Indiana, outside of Indianapolis. I'm on the south side, about 20 miles. And this place is on the west side of Indy, just almost next to the airport, just past the airport. Well, I know Plainfield a little bit. So I figured it probably won't be too bad to get over there. But I did go through some more construction, but it was early enough in the day that it wasn't too bad. So I get over there. I'm really not happy I had to go over there, but I get over there. You know, that's another whole deal. You got to go through. Is another gate guard. There's another. You can't just grab one and leave. So they gave me a number trailer to get, and I couldn't find. I didn't see it. Well, this building's really big, and they got two sides of it. My trailer's actually on the other side in the door. But I pull in. I look on the one side. No, I don't see that trailer. But they do have a lot of. I see several trailers that are empty. So, you know, as long as they let me have one, it should be okay. So I go into the shipping clerk, or receiving clerk, actually. And I tell her, I said, I'm J.B. Hunt, looking to steal one of your empties out here, if that's all right with you. And this little old lady looked like somebody's sweet grandma, says to me, I told them to come get their effing trailers. The last person in the world you thought was going to drop the F-bomb was this nice, sweet old woman. And she did it about 4 times in our conversation. She was a hoot. Really, she wanted to get rid of a bunch of containers. JB brings containers in there for whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but so there was a bunch of dry vans in there, and she said they emailed her in the morning and like an inventory or something, and said that JB told her that they had one empty trailer at this location. And she emailed them back, you have 17 empty trailers at this location. I need you to come get your trailers. I got no yard space. Come get your effing trailers. So it was worth the price of admission, driving all the way to over the other side of Indy just to visit with her for 5 minutes, because she was something. And I got my empty, so victory is ours. Alrighty, that was my I told them to come get their effing trailer story. And so we're gonna go get this done. Takes about, if everything goes right, I can do this in 11 hours. I don't want to be too early, because you can't start going. You're not supposed to drop on the south until 2 o'clock. And yesterday I was there at 2:30, 2:20. So. And I had an accident I had to deal with. I didn't have an accident. There was an accident in the traffic I had to deal with. But, all right, everybody. So, God bless everybody, and we will talk again soon.